just making it day to day. We all have them kind of people that we have known for maybe 6 months, year, or decades, or grew up with them in our childhood, that they change, they do things that makes you no longer want to be around them, no matter what they do or say, of trying to make themselves better because they know that they have messed up. And you just have to take them kind of people and just push them to the side and take them out of your life, because they only going to do one thing. They're going to bring you down to their level. At least they're going to try, and it's going to make your life miserable each and every time you are around them. It's best to just let them go. You don't have to explain to them or tell them why you are just all of a sudden no longer around. All you can do is do things that makes your life better, and hopefully someday they will realize why you just all of a sudden disappeared out of nowhere. You have to keep your circle small amount of people. Be picky who you let in your circle that is going to be positive in your life. You don't need negative people in your life. If you got people that just wants to get any and everything they can from you, but they never give anything back. All they want to do is mooch off of you to benefit of being with you, but gives you no positive, no benefits at all in your life. Why have them in your life? There is no reason. So let them go. Keep your circle small and keep your life more abundantly of happiness. As you get older, you will start to see life going by that has no reverse whatsoever. No matter how hard you try to find one, there's not one. You'll start seeing things change. Like for myself, I see my face and my skin starts looking like my father's did when he got older. The little white spots and the little red dots. Seeing that I'm going through the same process that everybody else goes through. And it's just a matter of time when time is no longer for each and every one of us. So why waste it? Because you start to realize time does not stand still for anyone. It don't matter what you try, it just will not stand still. So why try to resist it and lose, guaranteed to lose, when you can just go along with it and make the best of it? Of course, you're going to have them days as you get older that seems overbearing, heavy, and just not able to be motivated to get up and do anything productive for the day. That's normal. Sometimes that is necessary just to unwind and just relax and take it at a slower pace and still get things done. Sometimes I feel like just getting in the car and just go drive. Fill it up with gas and just go drive. Just get away from the world. Play nothing but music so you won't hear the news of anything. Just to get away from everything. Sometimes you have to disconnect to reconnect. It's just like electronics, sometimes like routers and computers. Sometimes you have to disconnect them from the internet and reconnect them so they will continue to work. And we are no different. And you start realizing it don't matter where you go in the world, it's always the same. There's no perfect place on this world. So we just have to deal with it and work through today's world that has been laid upon us. Each and every one of us has to deal with it differently, but we all have to get through it and get to the next day. All of us has different things we have to deal with in our own way. But we all have one thing in common. We got to deal with whatever comes our way and get through it. One thing we all have in common: the ground that we walk on, that we take for granted that's there for us to walk on, will someday become the roof for the rest of our lives. One thing I see so many people do, and it's ironic how they know that it's not going to work, but they assume and think that things are just going to work out. Some people will assume too much. They in my life, as doing the WISP hobby, some will text and say they'll be there Monday, but they never open a ticket and wonder why I didn't show up on Monday. There's things put in place in this world that we have to go by. There's rules and regulations and protocols that we have to go by to get through life. And people assume that they can alter them and things are going to work out as they want them to, and then come to realize it doesn't. But they keep doing it, and they wonder why things are not working out in their lives. Just the little things that I see people talk about and complain about. It's funny how people will say they are okay for self checkouts at the grocery store or the hardware store or the big box stores. But then, right in the same conversation, they complain about the AI that's going to take over so many jobs. It's going to put so many people out of work. But yet, they're okay of self checkouts that's doing the exact same thing. I just don't understand their unlogic reasoning and thinking, because it makes no sense. One thing I have never done is work so much that the work put me in a prison that made me miss holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, etc. But I know how that feels. Not because I worked too much, because I was falsely accused and I missed multiple holidays and birthdays and anniversaries. I know how that feels. So I know that I made the right decision not to work so much, that I voluntarily made myself miss them days. I don't see why people work so much and they can't even make it to their son's baseball games or cheerleading, whatever it may be, some event at the school or wedding anniversary, whatever it may be. Why work so much and miss so much more that's more valuable than the job itself? If you're not making enough at the job to pay for everything, you need to do one or two things: find a new job or stop spending so much and cut back so you won't have to work so much at the job that you're at, or do both. People put that burden on themselves, and I just don't understand why. Or they want the biggest house, they want the newest car, they want to have the club membership, but a thing that they can't buy back is the time they missed with their family, all the holidays and the birthdays and anniversaries and vacations and all that. You can't buy that back. You can always buy a new car, you can always buy a new home, but there's a time and place for everything. You got to figure out what time it is. At some point in life, you have to stop chasing the almighty dollar and realize what you already have that is priceless before it's gone. What's the purpose of working all your life to buy all the luxury things, the physical things, and then when you retire, if you're able to, because if you keep buying things, you're going to have to keep working, and then have just a few years, maybe a few years, to actually enjoy it. Because if you're working all the time, you can't go to the club, you're not ever home, so you're not going to enjoy the new home that you brought, and you get to drive the new car to work so you can pay for the car that the car is taking you to work for. What's the purpose? There's more things in life that's more valuable than just the newest car, the newest and the biggest house, being in the right club membership, hanging out with the right people. There's more things valuable than that. And some people realize that fact too late, and some never realize that at all. And some people, they just mess around and not take care of their responsibility and think somebody else is going to take care of them. And later they get in life 40, 45, 50, 55 years old and realize it's all up to them to take care of themselves. There's nobody else. And then they really are in a pickle because they have to double down to get it done, what they should have done 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago. So they won't be in the predicament that they are already in now, later in life. Like they say, if you want anything done right, you have to do it yourself. But if you don't do it soon enough, you're just going to be SOL.